If you want to redeem United miles for flights to Europe, it's going to cost more United miles, like a lot more United miles. In the miles and points world, this is called a devaluation. Essentially, the airlines make your miles and points worth less. Not worthless, but just worth less. And get this, they sprung this change on us overnight, hoping we wouldn't notice. Shady move, United. But don't worry, I got you covered in this video. We'll break down which of the flights are getting hit the hardest with this devaluation and how you can adjust your strategy to still make the most out of your miles. So let's dive into the not so fun world of airline devaluations. My name is Max and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It really helps out my channel and I'm trying to hit my goal of 50,000 subscribers. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Several years ago, United got rid of their award chart. An award chart tells us how many miles it's going to cost to fly from point A to point B. Want to go from Chicago to Paris? It's always going to be a fixed amount of miles. When an airline gets rid of their award chart, they go dynamic pricing, which this means that the airline can charge you what they want, when they want, however they want, depending on the cash price and the demand of the flight. Instead of a consistent fixed rate to go from Chicago to Paris, it can fluctuate and change. Sometimes it could be really high and sometimes it can be really low. You don't know until you actually run an award search. When United got rid of their award chart, they took an approach that was a little bit somewhere in between. Even though there was no award chart, the saver miles price for flights stayed pretty consistent. And those consistent miles prices United charged for saver award flights were not terrible. They weren't the best, but they weren't horrible. But after this devaluation, they kind of really sucked. This devaluation was first reported by 1 Mile at a Time from a reader named Alan. The routes that are affected are transatlantic routes that are mostly over to Europe. Those have increased by around 30% or more for business class and economy. Let's take a look at some United operated flights. This flight from Washington to London Heathrow is 80,000 miles now. Before the devaluation, it was only 60,000 miles. That's a 33% increase. Same thing applies for economy. It used to be 30,000 miles, now it's 40,000 miles. As for Star Alliance partner operated flights that are booked through United like Lufthansa, the award rate is currently 88,000 miles. Before the devaluation, it was 70,000 United miles. That's a 26% increase, and the increases are similar for partner economy flights too. Currently, this increase is only for transatlantic flights. Hopefully the devaluation like these don't get implemented to other routes in the future. With the current redemption rates, it's no longer worth booking United or Star Alliance flights through United for transatlantic flights. If you currently have United miles, use them on routes other than the ones that go across the Atlantic to get the most value out of them. If you have credit card points like Chase or Bilt points that would typically transfer over to United, I wouldn't transfer them to United anymore. What I would do instead is transfer them to Air Canada and book through Air Canada instead. For example, the Washington to London Heathrow flight, Air Canada is charging 60,000 Aeroplan points, which is the same amount that United used to charge for their United operated flights. Washington to Frankfurt flight, Air Canada is charging 70,000 miles, essentially the pre-devaluation rate that United used to charge. So if you're able to find saver award space on United operated flights or Star Alliance Airlines and you have Chase or Bilt points, don't transfer them to United anymore. Instead, transfer them to Air Canada and book through Air Canada to save around 18,000 points or more. The key is to find saver award space. If you want to learn more about finding saver award space and how to maximize saver award space, check out my course that specifically focuses on how to find and maximize saver award space, which I'll link down in the description. This devaluation sucks, and it's likely a sign that maybe United wants to head towards what Delta does with their dynamically priced award flights. All the airlines seem to want to copy what Delta does. If that's the case, it won't be good because it'll be hard to plan and predict how many miles or points an award flight will cost. American Airlines officially went dynamic earlier this year, which I explained in this video. Air Canada also dynamically prices their own Air Canada operated flights too. Dynamic award pricing is not good for people like us who like to maximize their miles and points. If you want to learn more about how to book United flights for fewer miles and points, check out this video out here. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.